Yeah, so let's start with our training. So first question, what arises in our mind whenever we say about Java is it's a platform independent. So this feature made Java so hot programming tool in the market. So what is platform independent? So basically when you write your Java program, Java compiler converts your program to bytecode. Okay, so when you run your Java code, so Java compiler is the one which converts entire your programming code to bytecode. Now, so let's say you are working on Windows machine. You run the program and Java compiler will run and create a bytecode for you, and now this bytecode you can take and run on any of other platform like Linux, Mac and Unix. So that means you are developing a bytecode in Windows, and that bytecode is runnable on any other platform. So that's the reason we say it as platform independent. So the code what we write is independent of the environment. It might be the Windows, Unix, Linux or Solaris, whatever it is. So that's a pretty cool feature we have with this Java programming language. And that's the first step where people ask you why it is platform independent, right? Next, so whenever you say to download Java, people say, is it a JDK or JRE? So people might get confused between these two terminologies. So I need to make a clear on that before we start downloading and configuring Java in our machines. Yeah, so first is JRE. It stands for Java Runtime Environment. So that means your this is responsible for running your Java program. Okay, so if your aim is to just run a Java code, plain Java code, then JRE is sufficient, right? But JDK stands for Java Development Kit. Here, if you want to debug your Java code, or if you want to have the Java documents and stuff like that, you have to go with JDK. So JDK have JRE, Java docs and debugging tools and other cool stuff which made it as a Java development kit. So it's an entire Java kit which you will get all its components. So it's up to you what you download, but I would prefer you to have JDK only in a safe side. Okay, so if you want to just practice and run your program, JRE also sufficient, but let's go with JDK only. Okay, so now let's go back and download Java from internet and try to configure it in our machines. Okay, let's say Java download. The first link here which will navigate you to the java.com page, but when you click on this link, JRE version will be downloaded. Okay, so let's go with JRE on JDK. So better come back and say Java JDK download, and then it will ask us to navigate to Oracle. Yeah, so here you have all your interested versions. If you want to download Java SE7, right now Java SE8 is running on, but that's okay, whatever the version doesn't matter us in learning core Java. So just go here and click on download. So all related components will be downloaded and configured in your machine. It takes a while, step by step, to configure that. Click on next, 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 so that Java will be successfully configured in your machine. So to check whether Java is installed in our machine or not, you can go to C program files. So come here, and if you see Java folder, that means Java has successfully installed in your machine. Okay, just navigate to C drive and come to program files. You will see this folder. Okay, but remember here, if you are on 64-bit, then only you will see this Java folder in this program files. If your machine is on 32-bit, then to get this Java folder, you need to go back to program files x86. In this folder you will find Java folder. Okay, if you are on 32-bit machine, but if you are 64-bit machine, Java will directly come to your program files. And just remember that, right? So once it is successfully downloaded, let's go into the folder and you see that JDK and JRE both got downloaded. You could just go to this JDK and copy this entire path. Go back and copy this path. Basically we need to set environment variables. So here setting environment variables in the sense we are knowing our system to know where Java is located. Now here Java is in my C program file Java JDK, but Windows doesn't have that knowledge to know where it is exactly. So to make it aware, we will place the JDK home path in our system variables. So if you place that, machine will know once it starts wherever Java is located, so that whenever you run your program, it will identify the exact JDK version and runs your program. Okay, so to update in system environment variables, so copy this JDK path till here and go back to control panel, click advanced system settings. Okay, and so here if you are at control panel, just make sure you select system and security. Okay, and from here system, that will take you to this page. So right now I'm in 64-bit, that's the reason I have that in my program files. And just select advanced system settings and here environment variables. So when you click on that, this window will get opened. Here just create new variable saying Java underscore home and paste that path whatever we have taken from that program files and click on OK. I already have in my machine here Java home, so that our system knows where exactly Java is present. So, okay, next you need to update one more variable as well. Let's go back to our folder, click on bin, and all these are .exe files. Okay, so copy this until the bin folder, come back to your system properties, where it is, yeah, and here in your system variables you will see a variable called path. Double click on it, at the end just give semicolon and copy the entire path what you have copied here, this one. So copy this bin path and paste it here by adding semicolon at the end. Okay, that means we are setting path variable to Java bin, and we are also creating one more new variable pointing to Java home. Okay, so these two variables you need to set before you start working on Java. So once you set, just click on OK, and that's it. You have successfully set environment variables as well. So after that, just to check whether environment variables are properly configured or not, you can cross check from command prompt. Yeah, open command prompt and just say Java -version. And then if you see something like this, Java version 1.7.0, that means Java is successfully configured in your machine. So step 1 is installation, just going to the internet, downloading it. So it will be in your program files, that is downloading. So after it is in program files, when you type this command, you will see that Java is not recognized. So after setting system variables only, you will successfully able to see this message. So that means now your system know where exactly Java is present, right? So that's pretty much about installing and configuring. Once this is done, in the next lecture let's try to download Eclipse, which is a Java editor tool where we write our code, run and debug the stuff. But as a prerequisite to download Eclipse, you have to make sure that Java is properly configured in your machine. So if any of this step here is not done, then Eclipse will not be installed properly. So after you install, when you try to open it, you will see an error message. Okay, so please make sure you complete this lecture steps before you watch next lecture on editor tool, right? So that's pretty much here, and thank you.